The whale could be a lot. Take your time, gear up. No telling what that remnant's going to unleash.
I'll say. Well, looks like I'm finally going to meet it at last. But I certainly can't go in this state. Not with...
Hey, driver. I sent you something, if you don't mind taking a look.
Let me check the facts first. Oh. Sorry, I don't know Morse code, but I'm sure I'll have this. What is this?
Tobias's favorite cryptid of them all. If it's not too much to ask, if you could put it on your dashboard, so Tobias can come along for the ride, for wherever you're going. But don't feel obligated by any means.
New bobblehead. I like it. I like it fine. Let me just put this away. I got quite a few decorative odds and ends here. Let's see. Assuming I can actually get into this thing. It's never this much trouble before. There we go. Sorry, Tobias's favorite cryptid. Apparently it was this. Okay, what else did I have? Anything new here? No. Okay. What about the steering wheel? Well, I've had this chain for quite a while. Gear shift. No. Wait, it was the hood ornament. A wire replacement hood ornament. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pass this one up. And as for my antenna decoration, floppy disk indeed. This is a CDR. I forget. I think they did have those in 1998, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me on it. It's cheap, but no fuel in that car. Well, gotta scrap this armored door. It is fragile. I am so close to... What is that? 10% fuel left? And this armored panel. Also fragile. Anything else around here that's fragile? Well, I mean, I've got these off-road tires, but I need to replace them, but not because they're fragile. Nope. 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 This is worn out. So I'll have to replace it too. It's raining. Now I had an armored door that I liberated. Completely by accident, of course, but that's beside the point. Take my repair putty and see if I can put this thing back together again. Yeah, there we go. reseal it, but still. The door certainly took a beating here. Come to think of it, I think everything of mine took a beating. The trip was a lot. An awful lot. Emphasis on awful. The best part of it was that I... Also unreliable. The best part of it was that I was able to get through it all in one piece. Okay, maybe two, but the other one was really small. Pulse emitter. I know my battery's in kind of sorry shape. Stow away these off-road tires. They were only there because I had to have something better than the donut, which I might as well keep. I've certainly got room for it. So the limb shield might come in handy later, just like it did now. But for the time being, I'll replace it with the bumper, which also needs a patch up. Oh wait. See, it seems like everything went wrong today. This tire went flat 3 times before it finally gave up. The other tire didn't even bother going flat, just gave up. If I had to guess, though, I'd say that it was somehow related to, what do you call it, that one part of the zone. What was it? It was an extreme condition. It was called torn apart. It would not surprise me one bit if that was to blame. I'm running out of stuff, out of places to store stuff. I got like 8 steel sheets here and nowhere to put them. I'm running out of room in here. Yeah, I still got 1 steel sheet left over. If it wasn't crashingly obvious, I think I know what my next research is going to be. Wait, can I really not, Oh, I need a circuit board for it. Well, that's not difficult. It's perfectly okay. I'm gonna just drop this into all this mess and make a circuit board. There we go. Pneumatic locker. I think the only places left are outside. Wait a second. Actually, I think what this does is it converts an existing locker to a pneumatic locker. I kept my stuff. The only problem now is that I have no idea how much room I've got left in there. Speaking of room. There we go. A little shop vacuum. I think I have room for a bulb in here. Just thinking about it. There we go. I've got 170 odd marsh eggs. Now let me see if I can. How much I can. The whole thing, really? Wow. Not expecting that. But it was certainly good to have. I don't think I can improve upon myself any. What's left? Well, not a whole lot, to be honest, or at least nothing that I'd be interested in. Now I need either an armored panel or an Olympian panel. I forget if I can afford an Olympian panel with it. No, I can't. Okay, well in that case, an armored panel. Refuel this. I was almost out of gas there. I don't know, try as I might, I can't really see the friendly dumpster handing out armored or Olympium anything. It is I guess you call it the donuts of this place. You know what I mean, spare tire. They're called donuts because, well, they're not very good tires. They're just meant to get you to the nearest mechanic station so you can swap them out for a real tire. Think of it, you know what? Is there anything in the trunk of this? I'll spare the repair putty for him now, right now, but I imagine later on I'm going to have to patch them up. speaking of patching things up, let me just make some sealing kits and use one of them to patch up the here we go. The window of the back door. Another sealing kit just to be complete. Electrician's kit, I'm missing one. And speaking of things that I am missing, I'm going to replace the bioheadlight with another bioheadlight. Yeah, I'm saving the Olympium. Or should I say the reinforced headlights? But I seem to be running out of swamp coral too. Still, I suppose this headlight didn't really owe us anything, did it? And what if... let me see. I need rubber for all-terrain tires. 15 units of it. Let's put this out here. I don't usually do this because... well, I guess it's because the... what do you call it? That mechanics... what do you call it? The heads-up display. I'll just call it the heads-up display. It keeps warning you that there's stuff wrong with this thing. Like look out! Your tire's flat. I'm thinking, I know my tire's flat. I flattened it. I'm scrapping it. I wasn't expecting to run off the road. Is there anything scrappable around here? I know I never checked before. But I guess it's because I never had any reason to. These are just burned out husks of cars. So I guess I can only replace one of the off-road tires. Maybe this one, because it kept going out. Or, it kept going flat on me. The tire in this position kept going flat on me. Although, wait a second. Maybe I am that desperate. Instead of putting in the parts locker. Well, wait. Besides that, let me see what else is in the parts locker. Parker, a crude headlight, and a carbureted engine. None of which are tires. I'll scrap this off-road tire. Or should I say, use them there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I'll make... Oh, I did unlock power grip tires. Wait a second. Yeah, these things drain the battery. But maybe they're worth it. There we go. Then I think I can afford to... You know what? Strike that. I'm not putting it in the parts locker. I'm gonna make it another spare tire. Forget about this. No, wait a minute. I might need the donut too. And now I'm legitimately out of rubber. I had exactly the right amount. And this thing is rear-wheel drive. I'm going to patch up panel. Olympium door. Maybe I'll leave these all-terrain tires for later. Patch up this Olympium panel too. Yeah, that really was on its last legs. I guess I just didn't want to admit it. I do have enough for a blowtorch, but for another blowtorch, but I'm saving these. And come to think of it, yeah, maybe I could use an Olympium torch, but honestly, there are other things that I need to use Olympium for, like panels, doors. Those ones, I'm all finished with those. And then why not? I guess I'll give myself some peace of mind and slide it here and here. Use what's left of it here. In pretty good shape. It's 95%. Alright. Well, once again we come to that all-important question. What have we learned? Besides the things that I'm capable of doing under pressure. Torn apart. The remarkably strong explosions experienced in this part of the zone may shake parts from your car. Fortunately, this didn't happen. I did guess that it was possible, though. Anomaly barricade map. I went the extra mile and scanned it. Pneumatic locker. It's not so much a storage locker itself as the interface for a small subterranean archive that sorts and stores whatever you're presented with. In other words, it's a bit like that, the shop vac. It's a bit like the shop vac. And let's see, antennas. We've got a floppy disk. we've got the Tobias, whatever his last name was, memorial bobblehead, which is sitting on my dashboard right now. We've got a replacement hood ornament, which is, well, the cheap version. And the rally steering wheel, which I finally swapped out after. I mean, yeah, I think the chain steering wheel, it's a thing among car aficionados. I could be wrong, but I got the rally steering wheel, which is a thing among racing aficionados. And boy, that last run, what did contain a race in it. So, let's talk about the mailman, which I am not getting in reverse order, because this is number 2, and I was expecting number 3. Animals are in the tubes again. At first it was possums, which would scuttle in from the forest mailboxes and be violently blasted out at pneumatic tube operators. Now it's whole families of skunks. Where you see they pile into the tubes when it's raining or too cold, and then whoomph, they land on the desk at data processing or Arctic Communications Central or in Colonel's in-tray. Then they scurry into a corner and spray when they get spooked, and somehow it's my fault that there are now skunks dashing around every government office in the Olympic exclusion zone? Well, I mean, how'd they get it in the first place? No idea. And this trip, nearly 2 hours. I almost had enough to find out what where the gateway was, and boy was it ever a surprise when it showed up. A pleasant surprise that I didn't have to trip it myself, but still, I would have liked some advance notice. Well, the car damage was impact, but that's probably because of everything I drove through. I did have the limb shield on, and the next most was explosives from, well, I guess the bunnies. Me myself, I did take toxic damage. There was this one corrupt anchor. Sorry. Unstable anchor that was in a cloud, but mostly I ended up getting zapped and cooked by radiation. The storm was 47 seconds long. I wasn't exposed to it. I took out 25 trees. I triggered a quirk apparently, and I had 11 seconds of uphill driving. Boy, was that ever a trip.